William H. Lamar IV. I'm the pastor of the Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church here in Washington, D.C. We are live from National City Christian Church here in the nation's capital in the midst of this election season as we send out sounds for justice, prayers for a just democracy, and a commitment to count every single vote and for a safe and fair election on this day. You are joining us for a more prophetic vote as we ring out bells, shine a light, and pray prophetically together for a just democracy. It is my honor to introduce Fariduddin Abdul Rashid Johnson, Senior Elder, the Inayati Sufi Order, who will lead us in prayer, followed by Reverend DeJuan Bland, crossing bridges, building bridges from the city of Detroit, Michigan, who will offer us a reflection. We will conclude with the sound for justice from Upaya Zen Center priests Matthew Kozan Palevsky and Noah Kigaku Rossetter with Upaya students from Santa Fe, New Mexico at the Upaya Zen Center. Thank you for joining us.
Peace and blessings to all. I am Fariduddin Abdul Rashid Frederick Johnson, a senior elder of the Inayati Sufi Order of the honored to be here with you today as we come together with our intention, our hearts, our minds, our spirit, our shared faith to come together with word to empower us in these challenging times. If I may offer Al-Fatiha, followed by a prayer for peace. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. In the name of our Creator, most beneficent, most merciful, send thy peace, O Lord, which is perfect and everlasting, that our souls may radiate peace. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may think, act, and speak harmoniously. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may be contented and thankful for thy bountiful gift. Send thy peace, O Lord, that amidst our worldly strife we may enjoy thy bliss. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may endure all, tolerate all, in the thought of thy grace and thy mercy. Send thy peace, O Lord, that our lives may become a divine vision, and in thy light all darkness may vanish. Send thy peace, O Lord, our mother, our father, that we, thy children on earth, may all unite in one family, that we may see our humanity that we will move beyond those boundaries created by us that block us from seeing and knowing true peace. Send thy peace, O Lord. Send thy peace, O Lord. Send thy peace, O Lord. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Hello, all. My name is DeJuan Bland. I am lead organizer for Moses in Detroit, Michigan. I'm also a minister at Faith Redemption Center, Church of God in Christ, where my pastor is Bishop Clyde Jones Jr. I just want to talk to you all for a minute about why, from my perspective, my faith is foundational to the work and fight for justice and liberation, and why voting is important in that. Now, the scriptures that Christians live and learn by commands us in the Old Testament to do justice. You see other teachings where it is our responsibility to be there for the least of these, to be there for the sick, the hungry, the homeless, the orphan, the widowed. We are commanded to be there for them. You also see in Jesus' interactions with the Pharisees how he rebukes them because they are both void of love and justice, and they are pushing rules, social policies on people that are oppressive and creating barriers to their day-to-day lives. And I think it's because of this, a lot of the faith community has got into the fight of liberation and social justice and continue to do so through organizations like Moses and other organizations locally and nationally. But to not vote is creating barriers in our pathways to justice. We cannot say that we want to be there for the homeless, yet don't vote in the elections where decision makers of housing policies are being elected. You can say that for education, for criminal justice reform, all of these things. To not vote is to leave the work undone. So, if I can encourage you to continue to get out and vote, to continue to do justice, and continue to make sure that your values are protected and fought for in the public arena, then we are all doing a part of our jobs.
We sound the Kesu for a just democracy that ensures all citizens vote without intimidation or harassment. We collect the Taku for a just democracy that eradicates racist voter suppression laws and lifts up the people, including every one of the millions of disenfranchised voters. We ring the Incan for a just democracy for each person across race, ethnicity, religion, gender, and sexual orientation. And we sound the Horagai to remember at our core who we are and who we may yet become together. We ring out our bells and implements with clarity of conscience and sacred duty, sounding in our very cores for those within this country and well beyond, recognizing our responsibility and impact across the world.
I am Pastor Susan Stevens, and this is my village. I am a person of faith. I cast my vote in Dallas, Texas, because I believe that we need leaders who care about the health of all people and a leader that has a plan to address COVID-19 and ensure health care for all communities. A just democracy would never respond to a crisis like this by saying it is what it is. I'm leaning on Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future, a hope. I cast my vote for justice, healing, and for hope.